Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Technically Speaking Live. It is Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 or 11 o'clock in our Australia office. Shout out to Thunder Dan from Down Under. Down Under. Got a really interesting show today. There is a guest that came in literally last minute, but it wasn't last minute, but both of us are pretty terrible at planning just about anything. But when we're on air, it's just straight magic. And I'm not talking about Stats. He's okay. So with that being said, let's bring Stats in, who is in studio. In studio, Stats, hello.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing this fine evening?
My goodness,
my world.
Goodness. What a day.
It's been a great day. God, except for your and my adrenaline.
Oh my God, dude.
We are just drained after today.
Dude, I am adrenaline-wise. I had such a bad headache in like the 5 o'clock hour. I thought for sure I was going to have to cancel the show. It's because, and I'm not kidding when I say this, I had to stop drinking caffeine at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I haven't had anything.
When do you normally stop drinking caffeine?
Normally I have a diet Mountain Dew, and you know this.
During the show.
I had
8 o'clock at night.
I had so much caffeine that I had to stop drinking everything at 2 o'clock because I was like stammering.
Which is horrible for you
awful.
Because you love talking.
Oh, I love no, I mean like I was like
you were shaking.
Shaking, like just is it stammering is not the right word?
That's where you have a speech impediment, stammering.
No,
you were.
I was like,
you were
convulsing.
Very jittery.
I was convulsing. I could smell 7.
You were stroking out.
It was not good. Now, Snowman Can, welcome. It is a wonderful day. Michael Daniels, my man. I was just thinking about you earlier because when I put my tweet out specifically about how full Wednesday is as a content creator haven, and it's partly because of Clubhouse, and I'm going to talk about that at some point in the show, is it is an iOS-specific app, which is a big boo for me because I'm Team Pixel, but I do have an iPhone, and it's super interesting, and I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. But, Michael, I was talking about you because when I tweeted, I didn't get a chance to put your show first because I tweeted after the fact, but in the 5 o'clock hour on Wednesday, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, you go Michael Daniels' show, which is Tinkering with Tech. Then at 6 o'clock, I basically just chilled out from 6 o'clock, and I could be missing somebody from a content creation. Tech King Mike did a show on Clubhouse, which again we'll talk about at 7 o'clock. We go on at 8 o'clock. Normally it's Tech Odyssey and Dan Gage over doing a show on their channel at 8:30, and then you have Zach Talks Tech that goes on at 9:15, and there's still probably 2 or 3 other shows. Wednesday is chock full from a content creation perspective. It is a great day for learning anything. Yo, Fox Talk, welcome to the show. But now I'm excited. I'm bringing a friend of mine.
A friend of the show.
Number 16 in your programs and number 1 in your hearts. Not sure what that was. Ladies and gentlemen, the boombox himself.
Yo, good evening, gentlemen. So happy to be here. How are you all?
All right, man. How are you? What are you?
It's a great day. It's a great day to be here. We popped a little bubbly tonight in honor of the inauguration. And
amen.
Thought it would be great for us to just continue this on through with you gentlemen. How
long you been drinking?
20 years.
Today. How long have you been drinking today?
20. Oh, this is my first drink. No. I'm not that much fun on a Wednesday.
I had.
Well, salute to you all.
Look, real talk. I had. I'm not even kidding when I'm about to say this. I had a Red Bull and an iced coffee and a large coffee from Tim Hortons.
Oh my God.
And an ice cap before 12 o'clock.
My goodness.
That was before noon.
How did your heart not stop?
It was moving quickly.
That's terrible.
It was awful. I felt terrible. That is not what I need to do tomorrow. Tomorrow is I'm chilling out. I'm not doing
Tomorrow
that.
you just need to drink green tea all day.
No, tomorrow I'm still going to have a Red Bull and a cold brew.
You drink
Anywho.
those separate, or is that like a Molotov cocktail you throw together?
I chase one with the other. It depends on how I feel.
They do battle in his stomach, but I've never actually seen him double fist the two.
I come downstairs here. When I walk from downstairs, I carry a cold brew in one hand, iPad underneath my arm, and a Red Bull in the other hand. And if it's not open, here's what's bad. I'm about to give so much PHI information on myself. I take medicine for blood pressure.
For a heart condition.
Shocking. And I take it with a Red Bull.
I mean, I take my daily morning medicine with coffee, but
I'm a mess. I take two Aleve for what it's worth.
Oh God, that's even worse.
Why? Hey, when you got these cankles, bro, you gotta take something. I'm the bionic man. Anyway, let's talk about
Tech.
Mr. Scotty Boombox. If you refer back, before Christmas, I gave this man a Pixel 4 XL, a dynamic Pixel. Some say the best Pixel ever created. I disagree. The best Pixel ever created is above my head, and it is a Pixel 2 XL. Anyway, see, he's showing it right there. That is the Panda edition of the Pixel 4 XL. Now, he has a page of notes. Please show your notes for the class.
Oh, I came prepared. I didn't mess around tonight. I did not want to.
He has told me. He has told me nothing. The legit, like what you are going to hear from my reaction perspective is legit. The reaction. So
So let me preface this by telling you all, you are all tuning in to the show of a solidly good man, because last time I was on the show, I told you that I was in the midst of quarantine. My wife had COVID, and then not shockingly, as being her caretaker, I contracted COVID. So whole family, COVID, it's real. It was not great. And in the midst of that, he drove the Pixel to my house.
I did.
So that I would have new technology to keep me entertained. And so I felt like a page of notes was the least I could do, for technically speaking.
I appreciate that. Like and we are talking about a staunch iPhone guy, not just any iPhone guy, like iPhone dude that obviously I still haven't turned off notifications on the iPhone. Hey, Clubhouse, we'll talk about that later. Anyway,
Is that the little ping I'm hearing?
Yeah,
in my
probably,
headphones? That's
probably,
fantastic.
whatever.
Yeah. So yes, I had rocked this. You can tell it's been wiped because it's busy saying hello. Contemplating how I'm going to give this to my children. I had a 6S Plus since 2014, I think.
Stats gonna look that up for 100% sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say the 6S Plus was 2014, 2015. I think I got the S only because the 6 Plus just, died on me and I had a warranty or something. So had that phone a long time, was deathly afraid of leaving the security blanket of iOS. I'm a Mac guy. I've never owned a PC in my entire life. So it's all just been foreign to me. Okay. So Peachy walks in, gives me the Panda. I was 2015. Thank you. So I had that phone for almost 6 years.
Oof. And that is an eternity in tech.
Yes,
that legit.
Yes,
but it was good. It was chugging. That phone still worked though.
It still works right now. Yeah. If you have infinite amounts of patience. Now, the Panda shows up, and first impressions are now I don't know anything about Google phones. It's amazing. It's a great phone. I want to say, as someone who just enjoys the tactile, the feel, if you will, of the white countertop that is emblazoned on the back of this thing. There's sort of a matte. It's almost like a blanched Carrera marble, if you will, with the optics, the orange button, which I'm a big fan of. Big fan of that orange button.
Sick.
And frankly, this is going to come as a big shock. It's faster than the 6.
Yeah. I mean, probably by a little bit. A little bit.
So I didn't listen to his advice, right?
Well,
I forgot to turn off
and what
iMessages.
I was gonna say, there you go. What was that
You
advice?
said turn off iMessages. Didn't do that. Half I'm not getting messages. It's Thanksgiving. We're in quarantine. I'm missing FaceTime invitations. And I just did not. I gave up on it, didn't I?
You did.
I
I
gave up
almost
on it.
came back and collected it.
And so, but then, not shockingly, Apple starts to throttle the performance of my 6 around the holidays when they're running on these great sales. And so I gave up and I fully committed. Now, first thing, let's talk about this case.
The fabric case.
This is officially made by Google, right?
That is that is the least popular fabric case of all time, according to all Pixel people.
Okay, well, all Pixel people are absolutely correct. This is like when you borrow a friend's yoga mat. You know, it's exactly. It feels like like when you have to dry off with someone else's beach towel and they've already dried off. That's what this case is. That's what this case is. This case is not great. But,
well, Scott, you know how much Scott loves to, Scott here versus Scott Boombox.
There you go.
Scott Boombox, you know how much Scott enjoys fiddling with his phones, and he had that case on his phone for the very longest time.
Longest time, yeah. So that thing is worn.
Probably how I got COVID. Yeah. So
I have not had COVID for the records.
So it's a great phone. Now, I'm going to take you through. I've been making notes. I told you I would come back. I would give you a full review.
And yeah,
here are the top 7 things I learned by owning a Google Pixel. Now, keep in mind, I am jumping 6 years ahead in time, technology-wise. I think it's actually phone. This phone came out in October of 2019. I did my research, so 4.5 years, right? So, and
wait, did you just say it came out in 2019 and that was 4.5 years?
Past when my phone
got
was.
it.
So
okay, I was really confused about how your math worked there for a second.
Yes. So go. Okay, so now here's the top 7 things I learned. Okay, 1, people are elitists. Let's start there. Okay, when you go from blue text to green texts, people ask you, did your unemployment benefits run out? Are you in that group? Are you in the gap that cannot afford? People that you think care about you will ignore the body of your message and reply, ugh, green text. And so in general, I've just learned that people really look down on blue to green. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And so that's a real thing.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
2, Spotify for Android is an absolute mess, and Spotify almost lost me as a customer. It is awful. It was up to date. I understand that, bugs need to be worked out, but you're playing to be the largest podcast platform in the world. You just bought Joe Rogan. Hello. Yep. You should have a good app that works regardless of platform. Spotify on Android, and I'm a music guy. It's like I left Pandora to basically go all in on Spotify. And Spotify for Android was like looping things back. It would just skip songs. It would stop music. When I'm not accidentally touching the screen, I'm not doing anything. It would just stop. So it's like you're like married to a stable woman for years, like 5 years, 6 years. And then she starts showing those cracks and you start thinking about like that ex-girlfriend, in this case, like Pandora. Like Pandora's like the ex-girlfriend, like she was a cosmetologist. Now she's in nursing school. She's a lot of drama.
And her
it was
box,
like not a great, it was not a great relationship. And yet you're still thinking about
it's a Greek myth.
that. Like, well, maybe maybe I didn't have it so bad. with a crazy cosmetologist who just failed out of nursing school. You know,
Ugh.
that's what it was like. So Spotify needs to treat their Android users with much more respect.
God, I love this. So for those that are just joining, just wanted to make sure Scotty Boombox is preaching on. He is learning what it's like to go from Apple to Android.
Trials and tribulations.
He is learning. Keep going.
Number one, people are elitist. Two, Spotify's trash on Android. Get your lives together. Number three, the Google Pixel is like one animated paperclip away from being too helpful. Like it is trying to tell you how to do things in your life that you are not trying to do. Like I'm trying to figure out, maps for the first time on the road. And it's like, would you like to set, did you know that your Google Assistant can tell you when your hair appointment is? I'm like, I'm merging into traffic. Like, this is not a good time to prompt me to leave the app that is helping me with traffic to go do something else now that has no relation. It was just the first week with like, I don't know how to turn off tool text tips or, whatever this is. Please stop trying to help me.
So you're referring to Pixel Tips.
Whatever. Sure. Yep. Great. That's what they call it. It never ended.
This is giving me life right now. I want you to know
this is fantastic.
Like the sheer volume. I love this. And yes, you do you. You did hear a Clippy reference in the monologue. Mr. Mayor, welcome up. Tech King Mike Scoop, everybody, welcome. This is a individual. Scotty Boombox is going from the literal average consumer has a pixel in his hand. Keep going, sir. God, I love this so much.
All right. And now let's make some real observations. The first three are kind of like whatever. One, I was missing out on Google Apps for productivity. Let's just be real. Google Apps for productivity, if you're already engaged in Google as a platform, it's been great. The Mac Calendar app is trash. Didn't realize it was trash. Again, the Mac Mail, garbage. That is hot garbage. It is terrible compared to having Google Apps. So I have totally missed the boat on that for years, thinking that iOS was the way to go.
God, I'm telling you what, y'all are very lucky you cannot see other parts of this table. I am loving this. Whew. Changing my life right now.
Despite all of its clippy helpfulness, I have three major Google accounts for my life, right? I have 2 jobs and a personal life, and they're all on Google. And you plug it in, it just gets it. Everything works. It connects to my Google Home and my speaker groups and everything. Everything worked. It just worked. But the Google Apps for productivity was, far and away, like a huge, like eye-opening experience. All right, next. I like the camera, but I think it's doing too much. And here's what I mean by that. A lot of the images on the Pixel 4 XL come out feeling very processed.
Okay.
Like the saturation's too high.
Okay.
The depth of field is too artificial.
Okay.
It's like a Snapchat filter, but like you didn't ask to apply it. You know what I mean?
You sure you didn't have portrait mode on the entire time?
Nope. I am aware. Yes. Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah. So, the video is unbelievable. Like just video. So
repeat that again. Like, you know what? Hang on a second. I'm gonna put you only on camera right now. It's just you. You got the whole damn show. Say what you just said about Pixel video.
The Pixel video is unbelievable.
Ooh wee right now.
I love that statement.
Ooh wee.
I love that
so
statement.
Good. It's so good. I think if they just, I would dial back how much it seems to be processed, but it is what it is. I think finally, I went into this with a lot of skepticism. I did not think that I would use this phone, but it's a damn good phone. I think the fact that I wasn't used to being able to like squeeze the base of it to tell the Google Assistant what to do. Normally,
How sick is
when
that?
normally when I squeeze the base of something and tell it what to do, it doesn't respond. But with a Pixel, it does. It does. It actually listens to you. You know, when you get a firm grip on the base and you're like, "Come on, I need you to do this." You know,
That is a highlight.
on the Pixel. For it. So,
That is a highlight.
yeah. So, okay. So, so all in all, I would give this phone. I would seriously give this phone a 9 out of 10. I mean, I was blown away.
Yes.
I actually defended this phone to a number of my elitist friends. I defended this phone to a lot of people who were giving me crap about the green texts. I had my wife wanted the phone. And so as a Google person, I mean, I can see you glowing right now.
Oh, you have no idea.
But like,
I literally
this phone, this is a great phone. But Peachy,
oh no,
now
here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm going to put this up on the screen because here it comes. Somebody just said, now,
so
Fox Tech just said it right here. I'm going to put it up. I have no idea if that is exactly what he's about to say.
Fox Tech said, question though, would he want to go back to the iPhone? And did I start cooking on that stove?
Come on.
Did I start cooking on that stove?
Come on.
The stove top of an iPhone 12. Okay, so here's what
Is
happened.
that the Max or the Pro?
It's the Pro. It's the
Pro Max.
iPhone Pro 12.
Okay, so you have the 12 Pro.
12 Pro. Yeah.
The one actually is, ironically enough, that's Stats' camera. That's the one he's on right now.
So this phone came about because the lead venture capitalist in my work, I told him I wasn't on iMessage and I didn't get this one video in this group chat that I was in, and he blew his mind. He was so upset. He was like, he called it a flip phone, and he was being very disparaging. Now I was like, okay. And he demanded that I get an iPhone 12 Pro on his watch immediately.
He was
so upset. Oh yeah. He was so upset by me carrying this that he bought this. So the only reason why you will see me on an iPhone now is, hey, I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, because somebody else paid for it.
Let me ask you this question: is which one has your main SIM?
The iPhone Pro 12. Yeah.
God damn.
I'm sorry. I know. So hey, I built you up, Buttercup, baby. Just to let you know.
Somebody else brought some smoke back to him.
Well, here's me brought some smoke. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This is live on the internet. Give me the name of that person. I'll bring him on the show. I will then publicly shame them and then ask for their money.
He would love it. He would love it.
Does he want this smoke? Look, I'm not even kidding. Bring him on. He does not want this smoke. Period.
I know.
Full stop.
I got to say though, I really love this phone. I would understand if you want it back. I don't want to give it back because I still like it. Sometimes when I'm having a rough day, I touch the white Carrera blanched marble on the back, and it soothes me almost like a fidget spinner or like one of those desktop Zen gardens. But I knew it was going to crush you. He's so sad.
I'm so sad. I was beaming over here, beaming. Beaming. Everybody in the chat's like, "Oh my god, I knew that he would do it." So Zach talks tech. Zach, this is not satire. I assure you, this is very much real.
So bought this with VC money, and then got my wife could not go. And she had to update. She already has an Apple Watch, so there was no hope. I mean,
if you got an Apple Watch, you can't help. There's nothing you can do about that.
What was instantly referred by my elitist friends as the iPhone Special Ed, the SE, which I had not heard, and I was not happy because he said that.
Wow, you really have some a-hole friends.
Yeah, that's why I keep trying to come on this show.
Just
more
Apple consumers. Jeez.
I look. Yeah. So, Zach, thank you so much for the super chat. Adam, thank you so much for the super chat. Man, so I gotta ask. I like real talk. I really want you to give me the legit answer. Had VC not phone shamed you for a phone that was superior in every way to the one that you had,
Sure.
which you admit,
Absolutely.
would you have made the choice? Would you have gone to Apple?
Not on my own. No,
Okay.
I would have kept that Pixel 4.
Okay, let me ask you the next question.
100%. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you the next question. How are you enjoying the iPhone 12 Pro?
It's great. It's, I mean, but again, you have to take into consideration what a tech leap I initially made. But I like the straight edges. I think that was on the iPhone 2 originally, and that's when
5.
they had those issues with the
Yeah.
reception, and they had to put what were those clamps that you had to put on the phone, like the plastic.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember
Like,
that? This
you're
is- I'm
holding
going
it
way back.
wrong. You're holding it
Yeah.
wrong. Like, no,
You know what I
Steve,
mean.
I'm not holding it wrong, you jerk.
That's right. Yeah, he was telling us exactly, and so I really like that. I think form it's good. I needed to go down a size. I think that having a 6S Plus for 5 years was causing me to evolve in a different way, and just giving me
That weird pinky
claws
thing. Yeah.
claws for him. Yeah, that pinky thing. Maybe that's why I had
Man,
tennis elbow in both arms after 5 years of that.
you had me, dude.
You're
I
welcome.
had you firmly in Team Pixel.
Oh, you did. You did.
I did.
You did. It's still a great phone. I would defend
I'm
it.
I'm going to call that a win for Scott.
I'll
and
take
his
it. I can't.
Pixel evangelism.
Look, I can't beat a VC capitalist. I do
No.
think it's hysterical that he was like, I cannot have you blue or green bubbling me.
No,
Ridiculous.
he would not have it.
Why?
So much
Why is
so
that
that
a
he paid-
thing?
He paid $1,000 to not get green text from me. So, but I want to thank you, PG, because seriously, that was really kind of you to
Of course,
deliver
dude.
that to me. You
Of
tried
course.
to hang out and chat with COVID.
I did.
Because you're such a good friend, and I
needed
had
to
to
make
advise
sure-
you to leave.
I needed to make sure that you were good. So we got Zach, the dude in yellow, which is also named Scott, ironically enough. We've been friends for a long time. I loaned it to him. Columbus is the greatest team the world's ever seen. Huge shout out to the crew for winning the cup this year. I know that Scoop is in the chat and actually beat Seattle. So Kathleen's asking who the VC Percy is, who's a bubble snob. I will follow up offline with Scotty on that one. He's not going to drop names, but I definitely want to talk to that guy. I definitely want to talk to that guy.
Yeah. He is my guy. I love that man. He has funded a number of my ventures, and we're doing some great business. So.
I'm busting his chops, but I legit want to talk to that person because I got some ideas.
You're gonna meet him because I'm gonna go ahead and announce it and speak it into existence. I think that's what the book, The Secret, or some crap like that.
You're gonna pretty much make me do whatever I'm about to do.
Yep, that's right.
Love it.
We're gonna stay it live. So when you come to film your first online course for me, where you teach a Google class at clearlearn.com, you will meet him. He will be there in studio because he likes to meet all of the talented subject matter experts such as yourself. So Peachy is going to be producing a course for us. We have about 3 of them lined up for 2021. It is happening. Yep, my guy, Peachy. It's going to happen. So you will meet him.
Dude,
there.
I love it.
And then when he also funds your online course, you can give him crap for the phone.
And you had best believe I'm going to say something like, "Wait a minute! What I'm hearing is I'm hearing that you want me to teach something on Google, but you were being a snob about a Pixel phone." Which, by the way, if you watch all my comparison videos, is iPhone's great. Don't get me wrong. I use an iPhone every day, especially when we start talking about Clubhouse. Great phone. Team Pixel. It's not as
Andrew's-
elitist as everybody thinks it is.
It's not. Man, Andrew Smith dropping the link in the chat. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah,
You're going to see me there. I teach an augmented reality tech class, which is really cool. And we run tech, business, and leadership courses. We've got the head coach from Denison University, the baseball team. We've got Michael Redd, Olympian and NBA All-Star, teaching entrepreneur classes. So really, really cool stuff there. So
I cannot believe that you want me to teach a Google class with all these people who are significantly more qualified than I am.
Yeah, but none of them
Not true.
are as
It's
qualified
not true.
about Google stuff as you are. So
yeah, it's Google.
There's
Hey,
a
that's
whole
not true.
boatload of people in the chat that are
you have been-
way more
you have
qualified
been-
than me.
You have been preaching all year in Clubhouse, on Twitter, everywhere about being passionate about what you're doing and sharing your time and your talent.
Sure.
So you're getting the opportunity. Shut your mouth and take it.
Wow. Okay. So,
right.
Stats is going to say that.
Exactly.
Zach, I know you didn't mean any
Exactly.
disrespect, dude. It's no problem at all. It's like I was busting his balls more than anything. So, wow.
So that's going to happen. You are going to be on a platform with Ohio State Buckeye, NBA All-Star, and Olympian Michael Redd, my friend. So
Oh my God.
it's going to
Now-
be great. It's
now-
going to be great.
I'm sweating.
For
Life is
every
good.
Sweating.
For everybody that's here on camera, plus anybody in the chat
Sweating.
who loves Two Bears, One Cave, what you, Scott, are not allowed to do
What's that?
is have a dunk contest with Michael Redd, because we do not need you
Oh,
ending
I
up
will not
like
be
Tom Segura.
participating. I will not be doing that.
No,
Although I will say,
no.
like, that Tom Segura leg thing, hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, so
goodness.
great. There are 36
So
people in this chat. You guys are the best. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So Michael Pepper brings up a good point. Makes sense to go Pixel coming from an iPhone. Closest thing that's pure Android. Yep. And so you would say that your experience was really good. How was the learning curve?
The learning curve wasn't that bad because I don't know the origins of a lot of so that was my first buttonless phone, because
Okay.
I'm,
Yeah.
5 years, I guess, behind the rest of modern America. But so learning how to, swipe north to close an app or to, so I actually, a lot of what I learned from the gestures on the Pixel translated to the iPhone 12 Pro. So you could say that I learned a lot of those gestures from a Pixel first before I took it to the iPhone.
Let me ask you this question. The swipe back in Pixel, it's a better experience to go backwards on the Pixel than is the iPhone 12, right?
I'd say it's comparable. I mean, but
on the
for this chat, for you, yes.
In the power of editing, you're gonna be only. I did not ever buy an iPhone 12 Pro. Chop up this edit; it's gonna be money.
The deep fake me. Yeah.
So the average consumer, like, if Adam is here, Tech Odyssey, I don't know if you're here. If you are here, I want to make sure that you're capturing this because you can go back and take this snippet of the show. Please tell me, say, from the average consumer's perspective, should they start caring about the Pixel? Take it away.
Should I?
Yeah,
I'm going to say that.
I literally set that up for you, but let me do that again.
Okay.
Just taking a
Yeah.
drink.
I zoned out there. Something shiny went across this.
He just spent
across
the last 30 minutes carrying the show.
He didn't carry the show.
carrying the show.
I mean, he really
all right.
did. Like I got to be honest. I literally tweeted about him being in here and preaching, and all of a sudden the shot
notes.
way up.
Right.
So
I think that consumers are making a huge mistake by not taking the Pixel seriously. I have not heard. I work with a guy who's a big Android guy. He swears that the Pixel's not even close to the Samsung. I played with his Samsung phone. I don't know what it was. You're asking the wrong guy, but to me, everything about the Pixel is it's smart, it's intuitive, it performs well. It frankly just works, with the exception of what you heard me complain earlier about Spotify. I think for someone who's new to tech, the Pixel tips were probably helpful to other people. And it it just knew that I liked a British voice too. Like, how did it know that? Like, it just knew when it went to my maps, it was like, oh, you need a British woman telling you where to go. And I was like, yes, Google Pixel. That's right. I do. So it was just really weird. It was really weird.
All right.
It was impressive.
Perfect. Now, Adam, I know you're there. That is the snippet that we need to send to Jason. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. That snippet, just send it to Jason. And you know what to do. You are on your mission, sir.
All right. So here's what I want to pitch you, Peach. Right?
Okay.
I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would. I don't normally like to change my routine, especially things that like my phone, because I live on it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do this more. I want you to drop off more free technology for me so that I can give you more biased and hokey, outdated hot takes on said technology.
I gotta be honest with you. I'll probably follow up with you after this. I feel like we gotta have I feel like there's gotta be a video where you and I, like, this has to be something that we put out. Like, I really,
100%.
I really think that there's value in the fact, like, we can come up. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but there's value here. Like,
right.
Maybe I'll reach out to at Made by Google.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out offline.
Okay.
Perfect.
Man, I know this. Look, 40 minutes went by stupid fast. Mm-hmm. This was a good hearty pixel conversation. I know it's somewhere. Slang is somewhere in this chat. Like, I know he's popped up a few times.
Yeah, he was in.
He is probably freaking out right now because he hates that I talk about the Pixel so much. Hey, he's a fold guy through and through, so he is somewhere. He's probably rolling around screaming, if I were to guess.
I mean,
like Will Ferrell. Like,
he agreed on the British woman's voice.
Okay.
He,
Oh man, dude, I gotta tell you, Scott, it's awesome having you here, man. No offense, Stats, you're great too.
It's all right.
It's good to be here.
It's good to be here. It's a fountain of knowledge.
There we go.
He's given opportunities.
There we go. I knew I'm puking right now. That's what slang says. So the super chats for everybody. Thank you, Tech Valor. Thank you so much. Tech Odyssey. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely the best. If I could get a Samsung S20 FE, I would definitely try it. But I'm not going to go buy one. And also, if you're going to go get a Samsung, don't buy the S21. Buy the FE first, and then go to like an S21 Ultra. That's just my 2 cents.
Is that the one that has the 5 cameras on the back?
That's the Ultra.
The Ultra looks like either like a spider. Like, you know how spiders have like 8 eyes? You know
yeah. That's not it, but it's got a bump on it about like that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So it's like I feel like it's getting to the point where it's like men's razors. It's like, no, but we have 7 blades. It just keeps, they're just like, how many, like the whole back of the camera is just going to be a wall. Like, if you have 5 lenses, you should shoot in 360. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? But I don't like my son is 9. He saw the commercial. He saw the 5 lenses come into focus or whatever. And he's like, Dad, that has 5. Why do you need 5 lenses? Does it take 5 pictures? And I was like, brilliant point, son. It does not take 5 pictures. So it's just, I just feel like it's like, let's just keep going. It's like the Mach 6 from Gillette.
Now this is about to be, and now I fully intend what he's going to say here. You say the Pixel 4 XL has great video. Yep. The iPhone 12. Which one has better video to you?
Oh, the iPhone 12.
I was going to say, there's no question. Like, it should be the iPhone 12, but I needed to dip my toe into that water to really see.
So I had them both on a shoot yesterday, and I shot footage with both of them. And actually, you're going to be happy to know. So we shot a cooking with cannabis class for a client, and the Pixel we used that. Footage from the Pixel 4 will actually be used alongside the Blackmagic 6K and a Canon C100, and just to get footage on all different types of devices. So the Pixel will make the final production.
Whoa.
when I shot with the iPhone 12, I couldn't believe it kind of like auto stabilizes.
Yeah.
The ability of it to change depth of field by just pointing and touching. Like, focus on that. Like it takes all
Dolby Vision,
tech
man.
skills away. It was just amazing. It was just amazing.
Have you edited that footage yet?
No, not yet. No.
Let's talk about that when you start editing.
I will. All right.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Are you editing in Premiere?
Yeah, Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, let's talk about that when you start editing.
Okay. Interesting. You like rub your mustache like an evil henchman. Like
when Dolby Vision first came out with the iPhone 12, when I dropped it into my Final Cut timeline, because it's Dolby Vision HDR10, it blew everything out, and I had to lower the brightness basically to like 92% because it was completely washed out in trash.
Wow, there's got to be some.
I'm sure it's fine now.
Somebody like feverishly on a patch. Yeah.
Yeah. It did not go well. There was a lot of mess out there, man. Free tech fund. Like, what do I have him try now? Do I have him try the new thing I put on the forehead?
The what?
The strap thing.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You clearly didn't watch my last video, so I appreciate that.
No, I haven't watched the video about the headphones or the audio enhancement. No, I haven't watched that.
No, the Lift ID thing, the silver, the transcranial direct stimulation. I should try get him.
I haven't seen that video.
That's not what I signed up for. That's transcranial. I was like, how about some headphones, dog? Like, what?
You want some headphones?
No, I'm kidding. I got it. I'm saying. Retether Tech says have him try the AirPods Max. I like that. I got a lot of comparisons I can do with that for sure. Yeah.
Dude,
for sure.
VC dude needs to hook you up.
Well,
tell him that you can't be a peasant with these peasant headphones. Yeah. You can't be. You got to be green bubble AirPods Max.
Terrible. All right, I will.
That's what you got to tell him. Look, he's got money. Just throw about them hundreds. Free tech fund. Man, you had me.
Free tech funds.
That's what
by the way,
Adam says. Yeah.
Had to go with the crystal clear cases, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like
clear cases is where it's at.
That weird terry cloth thing you gave me.
Not a fan.
Wow.
For the record, folks that are asking, I don't have a Pixel 6. I don't have that. I don't have a Pixel. What are the rumors? The XE or the 5 Pro or whatever they're called. I don't have any of those.
Whatever's coming out next. Everybody always assumes you have it.
I get it. I don't. I literally don't. Like, still the old Pixel 5. So
old Pixel 5.
Yeah. The 6-month-old Pixel 5.
You know what I meant in saying that. So I'm going to set you up with a Clubhouse invite. I don't have the Pixel 7 either. Look, the white, man, I forgot how good the Pixel
They're clearly
4
white.
Oh my God,
They're
it's
clearly
so
white. It's
good.
so nice.
Panda with the orange button.
Nice. It's so nice.
Now, did you order that one originally with that orange button, or did you swap it out?
No, it comes like that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. It comes like that. The black on black. The murdered out's not bad.
Yeah.
But man, like a white Pixel 5 would have been sick. Man. And that story really had me. Like it had ups and downs.
I mean, Scotty Boombox is a great storyteller.
He really
does
is.
it in all the different platforms too.
He does. Man, I'll tell you what.
All right, so talk to me about Clubhouse.
Okay.
I need to understand what Clubhouse is, and if I sign up. So,
can I go first?
A buddy of mine.
Yeah,
please. Because I read a very negative article about it on Mashable, and I think there was it was a similar approach in the article in Vanity Fair as well. So I'm curious.
You are definitely on one side of the table or the other. So I'm going to say this before I pass it over to Stats. Clubhouse is an iOS only app right now, and there's my single biggest issue with it because they're missing on a tremendous amount of creators. By perfect example, without Scott going back to iPhone, he would have been completely missing out on something like Clubhouse or somebody who carries dual phones. You can get it on an iPad, so that makes it better, but the experience is far, far better on an iPhone than it is an iPad. My personal 2 cents. I will give my opinion afterwards. Stats, you take the first bit, and I'll go next.
All right, so I was very skeptical of Clubhouse when I first heard about it because I just didn't understand what the purpose or the intent behind it was. And last week, before it was really demonstrated to me, I made the comment, it seems like either a group podcast or an audio version of an AOL chat room. And I still hold a little bit of that in reserve to platform shame people when I feel like it. But at the same time, I've seen just over the last couple of weeks since it's been live what certain creators online have been able to do with it, and I think it's going to become a networking tool that is not currently available in the tech sphere right now, just because, especially if they can roll it out to other OSs, especially Android. So, a lot of people are able to get in and talk, and so far, at least as long as you have people appropriately moderating the conversations, it doesn't seem to be, diving down into the deepest, darkest parts of the web that we don't like as, tech individuals and creators and things like that. So
I initially hated it. Because it's a lot to take in. Because when you first go in, you get an invite, then you typically follow individuals. And so for you to, I don't want to say for you to see rooms, but for you to effectively see rooms that you care about, you have to start following people that you would typically follow on Twitter or Instagram. Somebody mentioned Clubhouse is pretty much Discord with audio only. It's a lot like that. Yes, that's a very good way to put it. So you go in there, you follow individuals that effectively have their Twitter or their Instagram linked, and you start entering these rooms. So when you enter the room, there typically is, there's one moderator. Sometimes you can have a whole bunch of moderators, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And then you have something called the stage, which is just the people at the top of that particular room that's talking. And when you use the app, you can leave quietly. It's just a little peace sign like this. You leave quietly, you exit the room, and you can go search. You have a raise your hand. That means the moderators can then bring you onto the stage for you to talk, ask your question, converse, or you mute yourself. Currently, that's it. That's all there is to it. You follow more people. It is a great networking tool. And it's like a wild networking tool. Since it's invite only, you get into rooms with individuals that you would normally not be able to be in there. Perfect example, Mr. Beast. 50 plus million subscribers on YouTube, randomly pops into rooms. Like big YouTubers, like massive content creators are popping into these rooms, conversing with individuals that they would almost never get a chance to converse with. And it has the potential to be a very powerful platform. A perfect example. Last night I did my very first Clubhouse room. It's not scheduled too, by the way. It just goes as long as you want it. You start the room and then you just go as long as you want and then you end. So what I thought was going to be an hour like a show like this went 2.5 hours, a very long time. Had 40 plus people for multiple hours listening because their bubbles just show up. That means they're there listening to people talk. And it was good content. It was good conversation. It's an audio only live podcast like what we're doing right now. Mm-hmm. It's exactly like this. And
I think the biggest complaint that I have seen from reviews and things online is that there's no chat function yet, and it is still a very new, young app. But that's the only for people that are using it and are honest about how they feel about it, that's really the only negative downside that I've seen, that they don't have a way to communicate other than raising their hand and then the moderator granting them the opportunity to speak. Whereas if like on Microsoft Teams, when you're doing a video call, you still have the chat functionality. You can put links in there. You can put additional information without having to either be on screen or be speaking at any time. And hopefully the Clubhouse app creators will add functionality as the app grows and matures.
Yeah, so what I will say is, like, Snowman Can, I met Snowman Can last night because I know that he was in that Clubhouse. Thank you very much for joining, by the way. It was a wonderful, awesome conversation. It was about, like, being a full-time father, full-time worker, full-time whatever, but also doing YouTube and content creation. Scott, you actually would have been a really great ad, and that's why I'm excited to have you in there. I'm taking a bit of a different tactic with it, and I'll talk about what I kind of want to go to. Then I'm going to talk about what Michael Pepper talks about. One of the biggest two big downfalls immediately that has already just rubbed me the wrong way with Clubhouse. One, individuals that need to learn to read the room or read the title of the room and what you should and should not say. Like,
literally read the room.
Literally read the room, read the title of the room, listen to what they're saying, listen to what they're trying to accomplish. You can the conversation can get derailed so easy. And it's still so new, the moderation of, do you interrupt them and be like, hey, that's not on topic? You don't want to be rude, because sometimes it's really good conversation, but it's not the point of the room. That's the one thing I will say that I think they could get really well. Shows like this one, where we're just kind of free form and anything goes, that works. But when I'm in Clubhouse and I read the title of the room, and the title of the room says how to go from 0 to 1 million subscribers, I'm expecting that type of content. Like, that's what I'm expecting to hear. But when I go in there dude, it's a whole thing. That's my second thing I'm going to talk about here in a second. I'm expecting individuals that stay on topic, stay on that topic. Cool, great.
So what you don't want is a clickbait title to a room, basically.
No, the room is not the problem. It's not clickbait from the room's perspective. It's the individuals who are then promoted to talk. They talk and then derail the whole channel or derail the whole room. And I don't want that. Stay on task for what the original moderator wanted. That's what I want. So that's the first one. The second one, and it drives me insane, for the love of Christ, is not a get rich quick scheme at all. Can we please stop on Clubhouse? I can going from 0 to $1 million in 38 seconds. I don't care, because that's a bunch of BS. Like, that's not going to happen. Statistically, that doesn't work for you. So I'm not going to jump into your room and be like, how to grow from this to 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. Baloney. You take that stuff and you go search for that on YouTube. There's a ton of videos out there. You can pay for services. You can do all of that stuff. It is saturated in Clubhouse, saturated with overwhelmingly blowing up your channel, getting millions of subscribers, getting millions of dollars, like how you live your life like a highly successful entrepreneur. Shut up. Shut up. It drives me insane. Like, that's the thing, is the last night's show, why it was really important for me, and I was talking to a bunch of my fellow creators that are friends of mine. They're like, dude, I'm just really drained. I'm drained, and I need to know. I need tips, and I need to talk about, how do I balance working full-time, being a full-time parent, teaching my kids at home, and also making content? How do you deal with that? It was like a big, giant session where we were just kind of like, this is what I do. This is some of the things that I want to talk about. Like, this is how we cope. Hey, it's okay to not feel okay. It was a really good mental health discussion that I think was really valuable to a lot of individuals. And boy, sometimes it went sideways. It just went sideways. That's what you got to be careful of.
So with that all being said, Mr. Boombox, do you still want to join Clubhouse?
No.
To be honest, it's I fully intend to use it as a platform to bring folks in here to have a conversation.
Yeah.
I do see the value of using it. You do, like Michael Pepper said, I, with 400 subscribers, got to talk with people who inspired me as a creator who I never would have imagined talking to, never asking the questions, and you never know who watches and knows your name. That is a fact.
Yeah.
That is a huge fact right there.
That's the endorsement right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sats, to answer your question, I will certainly try it. I've hopped into almost every social media platform, from my humble roots in Friendster.
Wow.
All the way to today. So I think, I absolutely will. But
Sheila. Yeah, it is like herding cats. It really, really is.
so I'll look for it. And probably most importantly, I just want to go reserve my username.
There you go.
Brand awareness.
That's
Image and likeness. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm going to invite you now, dude. It's a trip. It is such a trip. And it's so easy because all you do, headphones, iPhone. That's it. No video, nothing else.
Yeah.
It's live podcasts. It's live podcasts. And you never know. Like Gary V was in there. There was like 1,000 people on that particular one.
Is
but
Gary Vee ever on social media? That's it's crazy.
Dude, we talked about the hustle culture, how it's a bunch of BS too. Like that will wear you out.
Yeah,
I would love to. I want to know your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle culture, hit me with it.
I think side hustle is just a nice way to put the fact that you're not making enough money at your normal job. I think it doesn't speak to the person. It speaks to economics and capitalism. I think there's a lot to be said that if you're not working super, super hard all the time, that you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough for your family. You're not doing enough for yourself. You are less than. I think that I follow people that inspire me to take more me time, to actually take care of myself, to focus on what I'm good at and not try to, I feel for people that have side hustles. It's hard. It's hard work. So I think hustle cultures, it's just it's a catchphrase for the fact that I think a lot of people don't have the ability to make the amount of money that they should be making. So
now that, man, you should. God bless America. Can you be available every Wednesday? No offense to that,
Again,
bro. Seriously, this is amazing. This is great. Good. This is good stuff. I've always wanted you on here.
Well, I wasn't ready yet. I was super nervous the first few times I did this. So
she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. Well, we are coming up at top of the hour.
Yep.
And I definitely want to make sure. So I'm going to take Stats and I off the screen. Mr. Boombox, the floor is yours. Tell the folks where they can find you. Hey.
What I'm here to plug today would be scholarhousemedia.com. It's been a year in the making. Finally have my own media production company. So check out scholarhousemedia.com, the creative director there. We're doing a lot of great work. And you'll see that blow up in the future. In fact, like I said, I promised Scott Peachy will be doing content with me in the studio there this year here in Central Ohio. So go check that out. Thank you, Andrew Smith, dropping that in there.
Of course, Stats has got you always.
Yeah.
Michael, yes, I do. I'm always open to collabs. To answer the chat really quick, no one's ever asked, to be completely honest. Well, I take that back. There has been some that have asked to collab. We just haven't had a chance to do it because we haven't fully figured out what a collab would look like. But anyway, Stats, I got to put you back on screen. Sorry. Stats, where can they find you?
Well, as always, I'm at Helix Heinlein on the Tweet Machine, at Country Smith on the Instagram, and here live every Wednesday night.
Yes, sir, you are. Yes, sir. And you can find me on the Tweet Machine at Scott Peachy, Fuzzy Fruit with an EY on the end, or at the Scott Peachy on Instagram for now. I did finally just delete WhatsApp off my phone.
Wow.
Yeah, finally, Kevin, the tech ninja, decided to move to Signal. Jeez, it took forever. Anyway, y'all, next week, same bat time, same bat channel. We will see you then. Holler at your boy. Yeah. I get it.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
You
Nah,
too,
thanks,
brother.
brother.
Be safe.